Before I begin this video, let's just say Mary said she had to spin the spool. If you spin the spool, you're actually in a theater, and the film is winding from one, pulling it this way. It goes under, and this is the way it works. It unwinds from one as it winds up on the other. Two spools. You need two size spools, at least the same size of each other, to transfer the film from one area over to another area. That's the way it has to work. So now what we're going to start with over here. Do I hear something purring? Oh my God, what is it? Look, it's a cat. Watching my back. What we're going to talk about right now is, I'm going to pull this over here. We're going to talk about 1 all the way through the alphabet. We're going to start at 1. 1 becomes 3 plus 1 equals 4. 3 times every single amount plus the side you are on, right? 3 times any amount plus the side you are on. 3 and 1 is 4. Equals to 64, equals to 10, equals to 7. But we're not going to do the whole route. We're going to do 8 and 4 between 1 and 2. 8 and 4 is the 2-to-1 life. And it is also the number to Pluto, 84. 94 when you add the Queen to it, and that brings in Uranus. Okay? That's 6 and 2, number 26, and number 13. It's funny how they're half of each other. The total is 93, and that brings in the Saturn sky. I'm going to see if I can douse the light just a little bit. Okay. Now, when we go to 4, that becomes exactly, this is perfect. In pool, number 4 becomes perfect now. Into the gateway. They're both purple. 4 and 3 create DC inside of 7. 3 and 4 is 7. Now, I'm not bringing this to the next dimension where we bring Father into this. 3 times 4, this will equal to 19 and 16. And now we have electric company, the one spirit of the half-life. Remember, 1/6 and 1/8 come together at the same time. 1 is 8. How is 1 8? There are 8 surrounding areas inside this. There's a 9 spot to this. 5 equals 15 equals 20, and 11 equals 31. Now 5 is equal to 1. 2, 3, and 4 is its vibration. 6, 7, and 8 is in between. 6, 7, and 8, and 2, 3, and 4 are the same. And I have another video to show you that. 8 and 2, 7 and 3, 6 and 4. 7 and 3, okay, is the gateway to creation. 3, 1, 3. The 7th inning stretch. The second team bats. In the 7th inning, it's 6.5 innings played. 6 and 5, 56, the sun cycle. Okay, sun cycle, and number 3 equals to 56. 5 equals to 31 equals to 2. 2, 20, 31, 3 and 1 is 4. 23 is 5. 9 plus 3 is 12. Where do we get this number? Why do I have this number over here? This becomes 3 because it becomes smaller. I don't want to do it here. If I do it here, I have to go 0, 9, 69, 15. 0, 3, 63 becomes 9, becomes 15. They both become 15. 15 and 15 is 30, becomes 3, becomes 63. Becomes 9 again, 0, 9 becomes 15. 1, 5, 1, 5. So everything is relationship to 1, 5 over here, where the same thing comes over here, and that's your electric company. 1 and 2 is 3, 3 and 4, and that's where 1 comes out. That's where Mars and Mercury come down together, and in low Shu, this becomes Earth, and this becomes Mars, where this is now Earth, and 1 Mercury create Mars. 6 becomes 18, resident angel. 6, 24, 9 lives of the cat equals 39 or 93, and played out of the 6th planet, and 93 is the 6th planet. Saturn equals 93. 6 and 6. 6 and 6 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 6 is the creation from 1 and 2. 7 equals to the cycle. 3 and 7 equals to 21, the cube, and 10 equals to 31, the gateway, back through Mercury. 8 equals to 24. 3 times 8 plus 8 equals 32, the doorway, inside the 9 lives of the cat. 4 and 2 is 6, and 8 is 14, and the surrounding of this dice is 14, unless the 1 is on its side. When the 1 is on its side, the total of this dice will become, instead of 14, what it usually, it's actually 5 and 2 is 7 is 14, right? But it's not really that. It's 5 and 5 is 10 because all corners are duplicated. The only time it is 14, or excuse me, not 14, the only time it is 1 and 6 is 7, and then it becomes 5, this becomes 12. This is your G and E when 1 and 6 is on the side with any other number. 1 and 3 and 6 and 4 will equal to 14, or, you see, 1 is on its side, otherwise it's up and down. When it's on its side, 5 is over here, 3 is over here, 2 is over here. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5 when it's on its side. But when it's up, everything else, except for 1 and 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, is all the way around. 1 and 6 is up. 9 becomes 27, becomes 9. This is I and R. I, R, and Y is creation. 9, so now we're going to go back over it. 4, 8, and 3. 4, 8, 3. 3, 4, and 8 becomes 19, artificial intelligence, standing out in 8 to heaven, created by the 9 lives of the cat. This one over here becomes 7. This one over here, okay, we're going to put these together now, okay. 23 becomes 5. 31 becomes 37 over here because of 0. Becomes 10, becomes 1. The 1 spirit begins again. 39 becomes 3. This is 38 plus 6 equals to 44 becomes 8. In 7 is 8, and that is your gateway. In 8 equals to 32 equals 2. 46 becomes 10, becomes 1 again. The spirit is now in 8. This becomes 36, which becomes 9. This becomes 9 over here. Plus bringing down the 9 over here is 18, is 54. 9 plays inside the role of the sun. See, there's a lot of things to do because these are all the added ones. Because they're the added ones, and these are the multiplied ones, I will not have any 0, 3 because I'm already adding it from its original number. It's like the transferring of the spool. The same thing with 11. 11 becomes 33, and that's the Christ number. Becomes electric company, becomes 6 and 2, becomes 8, and runs into DC, saying that Christ creates a DC. This becomes 36, 9 becomes 12, 51. This 12 will create your Mars, and this is your creation. 30 is the payoff on 12. 13 creates the skies of Saturn, which creates 43 again DC, which reverses itself all the way back to number 1, and 13 are the same. And you go 1, 4, 7, 10, and 13. They are the same. 1, 4, 7, the cycle of the moon, 10, back to 1 again, and 13. And then we go on to the next page. Then we get the 16. The freedom of 55 of the one spirit of the half-life, artificial intelligence. 3 and 7 comes into the factor again. And then we go over to 19, and 19 reflects inside the moon and the queen. The spirit is 76. So there's a lot of numbers, and I can go over and over these numbers, but I'm not going to. I just want to show you the relationships with the numbers. That's all I'm speaking about right now is the relationships of the numbers. Right? It looks like it's just a flat piece of paper. Right? Just want to see one more page. We're going to leave that out. There was one other thing in here. We're going to leave that out. Okay, this video is over. I can just keep going on, and I have tons of paper that I'm behind, but let's leave it at this. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.